The tutorial. This is the flower. So I'm going to show you. See, there are so many species of tuberose. Okay, mainly this tuberose is not just one way. It is like full. For example, the buds are fully green. The flower is like pinkish flower. You have a lot of species. I've just taken one of the species here, and I'm going to show you a small tutorial about this. Okay. And if you have any questions around, please ask me, so I would also try to explain to you details about it. Okay, let's start the tutorial now. Here what I have is spatula, a sharp tool, just a sharp tool here, my roller, and here I have this two ball tools. Sorry, it is called as golf tools. Two golf tool I have. Good morning, good morning. And here I have, this is nothing but a paintbrush, old paintbrush which I have just, it has a smooth finish, so I am using that. Dresden tool. And then I'm having a forceps here. I have my glue. It's an edible glue what I have here. And a brush. This is the mold which I am going to use. This is the cutter which I am going to use. This is tuberose cutter. It has 4 sets. I am going to use only 2. You can either use a single one also, because there is a single tuberose. There are 4 varieties of, four layers of tuberose also. But now I am going to use 2 layers of tuberose. Okay. Sorry. And the wires what I am going to use is 26. Either green or white, whichever is fine. You can use any of it. And I have the colors what I am going to use. See, generally for green, for a spring green or a fresh green, I don't use directly the color which is already there in the market. What I do is I always mix green, either foliage green, or grass green like this, with some yellow. So when you mix it, then you get fantastic, very fresh green. I'll show this also later. And I have the plum color here, and then I have brown, a little bit of chestnut color, and I have my cornflower bag. Okay, I'm going to start it now. First what I do is, okay, I want to show you, see, this is the stem which I'm going to use. Okay, generally we get this ready-made. Okay, if you don't get this ready-made, I will show you another technique how to make this thick, because for not only for tuberoses, anthuriums, then parrot tulips, everything you need this kind of thick ones, thick stem. So what I do for this thick stem is, because a lot of people cannot procure this kind of stems, it's very rare you get it. So either in Vietnam or Thailand only, when people go around they try to get this. So to make it at home, I'm going to show you how basically how you can work it on. I've taken a 16 gauge wire. Okay, now I've just taken a toilet tissue, and then what I'm going to do here is just wrap it around nicely. First, go ahead, squeeze them. It's okay. Squeeze them nicely and wrap it around. Okay. Squeeze them as much as possible, and then use a full tape and start from the start, and firmly just pull them down so you get a thick stem. Just squeeze the tape as much as possible so it doesn't come loose out. Okay. Just tight it up, see till the end, and you can go like that. Okay. Now you see, you can make a thick ones. So there's very easy to make this. There is no need for you to specially buy for this. Even if you want to buy this separately, this is more expensive than the normal wire. So you can make it at home. It's just a DIY. So now I'm going to show you how to make this buds. Okay. Okay, here what I've done is, see, as I told you before, I've taken a 26 wire and cut this. I'll show you what I've done here once again. The full wire I'm cutting into 4 or 5. Okay, just cut it here. So this for me, I'm going to make it 4. Okay, 4. Okay. So then what I'll do is, we call this as a shepherd hook. Okay. So just hold it in the corner. Just hold it in the corner. Quick bend this, because it's like a shepherd's rod what he has. So the stem. So and then squeeze this part. Okay, I'm going to show you a little bit near, so the small things you will know what I'm doing it. Are you able to see this? This is very small, very tiny. Not too much, just a very tiny ones. So this is the way you should make it. Okay. Yeah, very small. Don't make it very big, then your bud will not stand in it. Just squeeze them like this nicely. And then quick bend them and squeeze them. Actually, for one stalk, you can make around 10 to 12 buds. Decently, they look very nice. Don't make it a lot of buds because they look very odd. For me, I don't make more than 10 to 12 buds. They look very neat and perfectly it fits into the arrangement. So, like this, I have done it. Okay. Now, just take a tiny ball. Okay. Take a tiny ball like this. Just work on it. Okay. Now, don't take too much of it. Just take as much. See, always I tell my students is when you want to work, just as small as possible, as thin as possible. You need to make sure you take very less amount of gum paste. The more you take, the more the thicker your flower will be, and more thick it looks, and you lose your reality. So try to make it as thin as possible so they look very nice. So what I'm going to do now is just dip them into the glue, just clear off the excess glue, and now I'm going to make a teardrop. See this? I'm making a teardrop here, and then you just enter through the small portion of the teardrop and then just squeeze down. Okay, just squeeze down in one side and bring it down so you'll have the stem of the bud. Okay, then now see, here I have a blob of dough here. What I do here is, see, for the tuberose, you will not have a round or a fat ones. So we are going to thin it. So I'm just going to press one side, okay. See, I'm not going to go back, because if I'm going to go back, whatever is stuck, the dough stuck in the wire will come out. And then when I push it like this, once again stick out and stick in. So there is no use. So do always one-sided. So I will just make sure I'm doing it one-sided so it gets stuck properly to the wire. Okay, now this is your bud. This is your bud. So what we need to do, see, we need to give character, try to give as much as character possible from the flower to your work. So here generally what I see is like here the veins for the bud, okay. Here once again, here I go from the top, okay, from my roller I'll go from the top and then just glide it down till the end, okay. And then then the second one, go from the top, glide it till the end, and 3. See, I'm going from the top, okay. I'm insisting because you need to go from the top, then only it looks as if the bud is opened up, okay. Then squeeze a bit here like that, and then once again what I do, use your small roller and give a lot of veins around your stem. You see all these things in the real flower, you'll see a lot of them of these, okay. See, it is not necessary. If you see, I know a lot of you are commercial bakers, so if you just wanted it, you can even avoid this. But if you want to give a very realistic look, this looks more nicer. Okay, like this. Okay, this is your bud. Okay, and what I do here is, after doing it, just give a small bend. Okay, just give a small bend like this. If you see the flower, you will see it has a small bend of it at the edge. So to get that, I'm already giving it like this, okay. So this is the bud. The finished bud I will show you. See, this is I've already colored and finished the bud. Are you able to see, guys? Anywhere if you don't understand, please let me know, so I will redo it and show you. So the main point here is for you guys to understand about it. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how to make the flower. Okay. For making the flower, one thing what you need here is the same. You take the 26 wire, the shepherd hook ones. Just clear your excess. And take very tiny weeny, what we say, na? Take a very tiny ball. Once again, make a teardrop, small teardrop. Okay. And then just poke it in. And then squeeze them. Very smaller, don't go very big ones, very small. And then here on top, squeeze on top, so it becomes a bit sharper. Okay, yeah, this is the way I am looking in for. I'll show you. See this? Are you able to see? It's a very small one. See, I'm putting my finger so you know how small it is. Okay, so like this, for making the flower, you need to make at least 10 or 12 of them. Okay, make 10 or 12 of them and have it. Next is, I'm going to show you how to make the petals. Okay, I don't know how many of you know this, because a lot of the new generation always know it as floral pad, but we say this as a Mexican hat pad. And these holes are already there because each flower can be done in each different holes. That's why this is there. Okay, so I have just dust it with corn flour. As I told you earlier, I have two cutters here. I'm going to use the first cutter, the small cutter first, and then the big cutter. Okay. First, I'm going to do this. As I told you, this is a Mexican hat pad. This is called as a Mexican hat pad. So I've taken a small tiny ball. It's a little bit bigger than the pea size. Okay. I've taken a little bit bigger ones. And now what I do is I hold the ball here. I've taken this is the biggest and the next smallest. Not very small or not very big. I've taken that hole. I'm going to keep it there. And then I'm going to press firmly. And then lift it up. Hi Emily. So next what I do is, okay, see now this is called as your Mexican hat. Okay, that's why this pad is also called as Mexican hat pad. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to thin my sides of this using a brush, an old brush. Just press it, thin it as much as possible. They look so beautiful. Don't make it very thick, because thick ones, they tend to break also in gum paste. The more the thinner, the more the beautiful, and more the breakage is less. A lot of students tend to make it very thick, so they don't want to get broken. So actually it's the other way, it gets broken very fast when you make it very thick. Okay, now I've done it like this. What I do here is, next thing, because this has the hole in it, I've done it like that. So this method, what I'll do here is, I'll just chop off the top of the hat. Okay. Then keep hold of the cutter, press it and wiggle it. Now, so you have a clean finish. Now quickly press. Okay, we have a basic flower petal here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, as I told you, I want to add or incorporate as much character to it. So for that, first thing is, I'm going to broaden the petals using my resin tool. Okay, just hold your resin tool, just press it, gently press it, so you will get a little bit more broader than your normal petal. So just having it here and just pressing it. Okay, see, by the time when I'm pressing it, it even comes in. I mean, the petal comes in. See this? So I'm pressing it in that way, so it gets inside. Okay, fine. So next, what I'm going to do with this, okay, this is what is called as golf tool. See, this tool has veins in it. So for these kind of small flowers, this is very nice. I'm going to show you. You could see the veins which is already there in the tool. Are you able to see that? If you're able to see that, just give me a thumbs up. There are small tiny lines. Okay. So this tool, I'm going to use it onto the flower now. What I'm going to do is go to the edge of the petal and then pull in. Okay. Go to the edge of the petal and pull in. So you get the lines. See this? Go into the edge of the petal and pull in. So you get your veins also beautifully like the real ones. Go to the edge of the petal and pull in. Go to the edge of the petal and then pull in. Okay, I'm going to show you how much veins have come. Are you able to see? Are you able to see the veins here? Here. See all the veins? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So get it veined like that. So this tool works fantastic for that. And then what I do is, here I'm just going to make a hole here. Just squeeze to make a hole. And take the flower like this. Now use your glue. Okay. Apply glue all over the bud. What we have made, as I told you, the last what we have made, a very small tiny ball we have taken and covered it up. So this is for the flower. So little bit there, glue, and then little bit glue all around your petals. Okay. Now I'm going to, the first layer is going to be done. Okay. Now see, this is why I told you I want a very tiny ball here, because the petals will cover the ball and the ball will not be visible. Okay. So that's the reason I told you as tiny as possible you make. Then squeeze them. I don't want the ball to be visible. Squeeze them. Just the edges alone down. Don't squeeze too much on top. Now you see, this is the first layer. Sorry, are you able to see? Yeah. This is the first layer. I'm going to show you how to make the second layer in this.